Welcome back to another wacky episode of Mac Movie Review. In this episode, we're looking at the movie The Royal Tenenbaums. And, this is the movie poster. The Royal Tenenbaums is a weird movie. I felt so conflicted about this movie. Until the very end, I was watching this movie until the last 30 minutes, and I was like, is this a great movie? I was confused while watching it, just knowing the hype surrounding this movie. A lot of people say it's the best Wes Anderson movie. Wes Anderson movie. And this is right after I watched Isle of Dogs and The Life Aquatic, in a very short period of time. And then I was like, I want to watch this one because it's on Amazon Prime, and it's also, supposed to be the best Anderson movie, because I've enjoyed every Anderson film I've seen. The ones I've seen are Fantastic Mr. Fox, Life Aquatic, and Isle of Dogs, so I haven't seen that many, but I've really enjoyed all of those. And then I watched this, and for most of this movie, I was like, Fortunately, though, everything does come together by the end of this movie, and a part of, I'm just going to start with the complaints. This movie felt kind of weird. I mean, of course it does. It's a Wes Anderson movie, but not, in the best way. I don't think this film is as funny as Life Aquatic. I'm comparing it to that because that's the Wes Anderson movie I've seen most recently, besides this, and the only other live-action one. And both of these are supposed to be kind of comedic. And I thought Life Aquatic was a lot funnier than this. I thought the writing was pretty good for the most part, but it just wasn't as funny. I don't know. I wasn't laughing out loud as much. One great highlight is the acting in this movie is really great, and the characters are really good. Gene Hackman's character is really good. He does a great job. He's the main guy. He's such a believable character. And Luke Wilson and Gwyneth Paltrow are so good in this movie. I don't think I've seen them in anything else. I cannot name one other movie that they're in that I've seen, but they killed it. They were so good. But then again, characters is also one of my complaints for this movie, because I don't think that Ben Stiller's character was well developed. He just didn't have enough screen time, and his motivations were just kind of, I don't know. He felt kind of underdeveloped, and I think that Owen Wilson was underutilized in this film as well. Even so, visually, this movie is fantastic. It just looks incredible. The directing in this movie is really good. The acting in this movie, especially from the people I specified, Luke Wilson, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Gene Hackman, just do a fantastic job. And the chemistry between Luke Wilson and Gwyneth Paltrow's character and their relationship, it feels so real. It's super weird. It's weird. I'm not going to spoil what it is, what's going on, but they're siblings. She's adopted, and they it's believable. It's the stuff between them is weird, but you can feel it's genuine somehow. Sorry about that noise. Yikes. I think this film works in that it honestly is very dramatic. It mixes drama and comedy very well. And what I like most about this is just how dark it is and how serious a lot of this film is. And I just think, I'm so sorry about that noise. That is awful. But no, I really like how dramatic it is and how it's willing to be so dark. I think it's the darkest of all of his movies that I've seen so far. Even though Life Aquatic and Isle of Dogs are fairly dark in their own unique ways. But yeah, this is a very human movie. And it's really good how they can mix Wes Anderson's extremely weirdness and quirkiness. One of the quirkiest directors ever, if not the quirkiest. But this film is very human. And I think that humanity is what keeps this movie grounded and what makes it really a great movie and what makes it worth watching. Out of all the Anderson films I've seen, this is my least favorite. This is my bottom of the four I've seen so far. But I do think this movie's great. If I'm going to give it an official rating, I'm going to say 4 stars out of 5. This is a great movie. It's just, I just feel like, some actors were underutilized, some characters were not fully developed, and some characters were developed very well. It's just that Ben Stiller's character I was just kind of unsatisfied with this character by the end of the movie. And during the entire duration of the movie, whenever he was on screen, it just felt kind of underdeveloped. And yeah, and I don't think the film is as fun or funny as Life Aquatic. I think the Isle of Dogs is just extremely impressive on a technical level, like one of the best looking films ever made. Like visually, it's fantastic, it's incredible, super interesting, super entertaining. And then Fantastic Mr. Fox is just a masterpiece. Just looks incredible, sounds incredible, just is amazing. Voice acting is just amazing. Like everything about Fantastic Mr. Fox is amazing. But this movie is my least favorite Wes Anderson movie so far. But still a great movie. What is your favorite Wes Anderson movie? I know that with Wes Anderson, it's like super like, everybody has their own personal preference when it comes to his movies in terms of which one's your favorite. A lot of people say Royal Tenenbaums is his best. There's a lot of people who say Moonrise Kingdom is the best. There's a lot of people who just love that movie. And then there's some people who say Fantastic Mr. Fox is the best. Some people say it's the best movie ever made. They're like, Fantastic Mr. Fox is the greatest thing ever created. And then there's some people who say Life Aquatic is his best, even though critically it's his worst. Some people say Life Aquatic is the best. Some people say Grand Budapest Hotel is the best. Some people say that Rushmore is the best. I mean, it really, Grand Budapest Hotel, like, it's literally just depends on the person. For me, so far, Fantastic Mr. Fox, but there's a lot of films I haven't seen, so we'll just have to see when I watch more of his films. But thanks for watching Mac Movie Review. Have a great rest of your day. And sorry about the horrible sound quality of this video. This is a terrible video.